fourth floor, and Ramina's in the basement. Romina is one of the newer generations. She doesn't know that you have to keep your voice down or dress a certain way. Nobody's told her the rules. This is my stage. There is like an underlying rule book here, which is just completely ridiculous. But in Palm Beach, you have to be respectful and you have to know how to behave around real wealth. Period. I am a big personality, and I feel like there's a lot of people that don't understand me. But out of all those people, I feel like you understand me because you're so similar. I do, and like you're like that clueless.
Oh, that's what I be telling y'all about. I don't think y'all state is telling y'all the proper information. I really don't. I just okay, corral on this. Hey, oh my God! And see, although I don't agree with rules and this, that, and third, whatever. However, there's nothing that I didn't comply to, or I don't. But I don't really be all up and down Florida, even in my city. But yeah, you can't go nowhere. You got to outfits. Jesus, oh God. And like when you born into like maybe the first step of how to live, like that or whatever, then maybe it's easier for, for you to, comply to the rules, right? Yeah. Oh. I'm just rewinding back my life. It's crazy. And of course, I've been up and down like everybody else, but still, it's crazy. I have more fond memories than the bullshit, all that crazy stuff. Though I understand it, but I just don't understand it from, entitled acting Negroes. I'll put it like that. I'll give you a nice word. Now, damn well ain't none of y'all entitled that we're this world that they live in would understand, but that's what sometimes y'all act like you're entitled, and that's just strange. And then there are some of you guys that are get your ass down. I'm so sick of this bullshit. Get your ass motherfucking down. Get down. Get your ass off my fucking computer. So sick of you. Damn. I don't be wanting to be all crazy and stuff. But this badass cat. And no wonder. I mean, when I tell you her hustle strong, shit. Let me tell you, that cat wrapped us up like it was, oh my gosh, right? First we look, we over here, right? And on the other one, ain't no straight cats or dogs. There's a person riding around looking for them type of situations and stuff. There's a big squirrel, squirrel type of situation, right?
Her social life is everything. So to feel that she's iced out for a party that we are all at, I feel bad. So Rosalind is not invited to Hillary's party because allegedly Rosalind talked shit about very influential people
that are in Hillary's close circle of friends.
that she has permanently pissed off. So now Rosalind's not invited to the party. Did I say allegedly? Allegedly.
It was one or the other. And it's unfortunate because we all gossip. Would you invite someone to your party who had spoken so badly about a group of your friends who were coming to the party?
Nope.
She can be.
Yeah, I would.
But unfortunately, everyone sees that about her.
That Florida is beautiful, especially down in those areas. And I didn't know. I don't tell y'all. I'm planning to go there. I just saw it. I just put up this program, and I just saw something. I was looking online, like, what? Okay, well, how you know, what you got to do? Hopefully, it ain't on no all white bullshit, But that's usually what you get. The black people mostly down that way or close to that area are, wives of athletes. Okay, investors. Just owning a boutique and all of that type of shit, you ain't gonna make it. Telling you. But so you can kind of get close to that area, and then drive right on in or whatever, and then just anyway. Let me get the black breakdown. Buy somewhere close to that area where the mortgage or the price of the house isn't as much as Palm, right? Palm Beach, right? But and then you go and shop in Palm Beach. That's how you kind of level, and they're gonna be, which ones to go to. They're gonna be looking. So you got to, put on your shit. It might be summertime, and that's where you'll see people wearing furs and shit. Hell no. But, child, this shit is crazy. But yeah, there's no way I can keep my friend out of the party and that scenario she was talking about. I can keep none of them out of the party. I'm gonna go to her and say, hey, okay, you done pissed off a lot of people. And if you can't muster it up in your mouth, now if you believe it, what you said about these people, then fine. That's what you believe. If you believe you don't owe them an apology, which is something different. I don't fuck with them because I, rarely offend people. But you need to, apologize. And there's rules to the apology. jobs and shit. It's rules all up and down Florida. That's what I'm saying. Y'all motherfucking state don't teach y'all shit. Or you don't have a person like me that go get it, then tell your ass how to do it, how to act. And it don't have to be like you done went to Palm Beach, because there's other wealthy areas, but yeah. So, you might not have a gap, child. Passing down the information. See, I had my family passing down information as well as, showing how it goes. And then you have to go out there and try to, get it yourself. I ain't no ass kisser. For that, right, that's an automatic problem. But, I ain't gonna tell you. Find out yourself. Yeah, but it is one of my favorite subjects to talk about, right? Even though I don't live like that, never have. I mean, yeah, I got the designers like they do, but trust and believe, they're not all those top end, things. But child, mm-mm. Like I ain't paying no $50,000 for no damn purse. Are you crazy? And these people have a lot of custom made stuff from the designer. They have custom made pieces, or whoever is licensed with that designer or whatever can, make custom items and stuff. Mm-hmm. Not no nigga on the street in the back of the trunk. You standing back there for him to take your goddamn measurements and shit. Not none of that. But honey, this mess here is a trip. Now, I'm just trying to see who are they gonna shun, and I want to know how they made their money too. The girl that's a DJ, she said everybody was looking down on her because she was a DJ. See, I don't like when, that's the part I don't like. I don't like nobody looking down on nobody. Now, listen here, I'm exclusive from y'all, because y'all ask for shit like that. But I don't, really, I don't like nobody, ganging up. I don't like no one bothering people that ain't bothering you. You understand what I'm saying? And looking down at that girl say, yeah, she came in the back door way. Well, then, the back door way. Okay? And it'd be nice if you know somebody in the group, and memberships or stuff like that, because then you don't have to pay no damn $1 million for no damn membership. They'll just take you in on their shit. Or you and your friends or whatever, But I don't like that. I don't like nobody looking down on people and stuff like that. She said that they didn't start talking to her till they found out she talking a different way to her until they found out she was a millionaire. Ain't that something? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, in that world, a thousandaire, yeah, you need to, come on back some, Now, if you're a thousandaire, you think you can get to a million, they really more, it should be more than that, but, because when you go in that area, that money is gonna do what? Be subtracted from whatever you got. Yes, honey. Yeah, that's where you find the P. Diddy's and the people that you, now this, don't take this the wrong way, the people that you want to know or whatever, because they may can fit in that world or whatever, but they know where they came from, or they know that they are with a celebrity or an athlete or something like that. And, and especially if you're a good girl, good, clean, decent girl, they'll, look out for you, take you in and all that. They already know that, the meals down there are high, so they're going to invite you out all the time, whatever. But you can't get I'm saying certain celebrities' houses and shit like that, unless you invite only, to their parties or whatever. But see, Diddy and Uncle Luke and all them people, they just stayed on the beach. So that's how Aaron Hall met his first baby mama. Maybe it ain't his first baby mama, but she like 16. And she met him through Diddy. And I had been told y'all that. I knew that way back when it was done. The 90s and the first 10 years of the 2000s. Definitely. There's a lot of shit was going on, right? But that's crazy. Some people knew from the bathing suits I wore, honey. I wasn't. I don't ask me to be no motherfucking one of your ups that I got that you think you're gonna get some stuff from. I ain't got nothing. Don't even ask. And I be having that. Don't even ask. Don't come up to me, face on. I put that face on. Listen, it's so many men that read that face and just walked away. They was coming. And I looked, they just walked away. You know what? I don't want to waste my time with people that I know is not my kind. I already know that. And you gonna say something, you gonna do something, then then the rule book's gonna hit you. I don't want to do all of that. I don't want to do all of that. No. You a badass. Oh, I ain't finna tell you how this goddamn cat got her hustle on. First, somebody had to put her ass out when I found out who that was. This white guy, because he saw her walking with me. Get, I'm so sick of this. Get down. Get the fuck down. Get down. I'm literally have my leg extended to stop this bullshit. Get down. This ain't no place for you to be up on anyway. Get your ass down. Get down. Now you get close enough, I'm gonna grab you. You know how many times I have to do that? And this thing done walked all over my motherfucking stomach while I'm asleep. And then made them, the spot what you had that last surgery even more tender. And when I cough, it still hurts. Now I don't know what the fuck they done, but I'm gonna have to go back to the scene of the crime and ask them to take a look at what you did. Because let me tell you, the University of Florida, he had a surgery right when he was playing out there. He had a surgery, and they left some gauze in his. Oh, Lord, they left gauze in him, and I was wondering, did you get your motherfucking ass down? Get down, get down, get it down. She'll keep trying you. I was wondering if he went, they, stop, because I knew at a certain point in time that get down, get motherfucking down. She's still trying, get down. My thing got my extension, because you too far. You too far. But I'm gonna get your motherfucking ass. What my thing got? Get your motherfucking ass down. Get down, get down, get down. Get up, get down. Get your motherfucking ass down. Get your ass. One. Back. Don't try to hold on. Back. Get your motherfucking ass on. Anyway, I mean, oh, well, I was going to say that is, the University of Florida had built, like, the centers where their graduates go and they complete their, whatever it is. I was in the dentistry part, right? I'm actually still open out behind now. And they took in a lot of people who ain't have no money, right? Get their teeth fixed and whatever. And they can come there and get them fixed for little to nothing, honey. And so we had that. And that doctor I used to work for, Thomas O'Connor, look him up. I was gonna pay a visit to him to see if he remembered me. Because technically I was his first dental assistant. He was interning as a dentist. And he pulled me over the first day I met him, the first day I worked with him. He pulled me over. And there was another doctor that worked, and him and those two, they worked pretty good together. Work on each other's patients, work on, his name was Dr. Jaffe. Had these real bushy eyebrows and tall. And I would he wanted me to assist him too, but I had already gave my promise to God to um come, right, or come. So um and check, look how the universe is set up. I don't know. Oh, Nisa told me. She said my aunt worked down there. I said, who is your aunt? Jackie. Now y'all can go and call down there and verify all of this. Her name's Jackie. Forgot what her name would be now, because she was married into the family. So I don't know if it be lottery or whatever, but so Jackie said, "Okay, come here, girl. I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know. I'm gonna teach you how to take a picture of your tooth, a picture that the doctor, would love of, teeth and whatever, and not have it, um, have people hold a damn bite wing, I think that's what it's called, bite wing in their mouth while you try to aim and take a picture. First, you don't know where the pain is coming from. The area, but like, why is it? Because it could be because the teeth are shifting. Could be because it's just, you got a cavity, and it could be that it's just something going, a cyst or something. All kind of stuff that develops beneath the tooth area, and when it's in the right place, or in the gingiva or whatever. So, and so she taught me real, real well. But also, I still had my teachers from the school. And baby, when I read the chart and found out that this man had AIDS, the school taught us, and this was way back in the day, this was in the 80s, okay? Because remember, I started there when I was 17, okay? I was, in dual enrollment at 16, and I got my AS um, in dental assistant, So that's where everybody was. I was wondering, and I knew they set up little clinics and stuff for people, but I wonder, did how did he go through? I don't know if he had a real surgery. He must have been in a hospital. I can imagine that, going to no goddamn hospital and someone leaving something in my ass. Hell to the no, Just like they left that afterbirth in that girl, and she died, and the baby dad of her first child come around there looking crazy. I'm so surprised, just standing in the little hallway, and I'm like, what's wrong? Because I could tell how he was like, my mama let him in, I had to get ready. So I came around, like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? He said, well, I'm going to need your help. I'm like, for what? You already know. Hey, you need my help. You on a 50, you at 50%, right? You lost 50% already. That wasn't nobody I was serious about or whatever, but he said, I'm gonna need your help. I said, well, help doing what? I need your help raising my daughter because, her mom was one that died in the with the afterbirth on. I was like, no, he said I need help for you on it from you to help raise my daughter. I was like, where's mama at? And he said, I be eating it. Baby, I be fully black, huh? Drafted me. Listen, I don't even like when motherfucker put my name on the potluck. I hate them things. I want, oh my gosh. And the only reason why I did it for one area is because, there was the staff included a lot of friends and stuff. And they kept asking me to make, the special things that I make. So, other than that, I always get hooked up on some kind of shit from the damn job. They went to management and said they don't want no, what that ham is that, that ham is, but they think the best ham to get. What that ham name? They went there and told them, said, no, we don't want that. No, we want Angie to cook the ham. Well, now, listen, people. At that time, it was 185 people that worked for. How you want me to cook them? Huh? I'm gonna be up all motherfucking. I'm gonna have to start, and I don't like starting on 2 days early. I'm gonna have to get like hams where I can cook them like big enough where it's two on the refrigerator, or a decent size where four of them can fit in there, front and back. That's crazy. I take a rack out the goddamn oven and shit, like, god damn. So, and my motherfucking ankles was swelling. I stand that long every time I cook for Christmas or what Thanksgiving, whatever. I stand that long, my ankles look like golf balls. I don't know what that is about, but maybe I might. That's a sign that my pressure be up, whatever. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's a lot of goddamn ham. So they gave me all the money. The management gave them the money. They gave me the money, and I had to go and buy all them goddamn ham. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Now I gotta do the pricing and shit. Like, what the hell? That's crazy. Well, anyway, let me tell you about this damn cat. So, she was under under like, I don't know, I didn't know who it was then. Whoever put her out, we can tell that they care because they put her out with a full display. You know what I'm saying? A mat, that hold her food, a little bed for her to sleep in, and a little, cage and shit like that, right? So I'm wondering, now this is over here. This will never happen over there. Okay. Okay, you can hear children outside over here. That won't happen over there. You don't hear nothing. You don't even hear a storm or none of that shit going on. So let's make sure we get it correct. So that goddamn cat. So every time I saw her bowl empty, I would go in the house and put some food in there. put some food in it and some water. And so she, right then, she had done marked me. I became a marked ass nigga right then. I was a marked ass nigga. And I kept on, and I walked past her, going to my car, and so she would follow me. She would follow my child. She would follow the popo. She would follow my cousin. She would follow his wife, right? So I turned around, and one day she had met me at the goddamn door. She had met me at the door. And then what she would do is like, well, this is what I think. I don't know if this is for real though. But when a cat wants to be a part of your family and stuff like that, or maybe any animal, they'll jump up on you. Because most times what cats run away from people. But they'll jump up on you, and while you're at your door. I'm thinking that's signaling that they want to come in. So that one day she kept on jumping up on me. And I brought her inside to see how everyone would react. But I was scared to ask. In my shit, right? But I'm scared to ask. Because I'm taking, we already got two. I'm taking, people's temperature, right? And when that child was spotted that cat in him, and she said, no. And she put the cat back out. And then I just, started to talk to each one of them. We don't do that. We see somebody in need or whatever, even if it's a cat, a dog, I can help you from a distance. That's all I can do. No real helping no dog. I'm scared of them. Except that one prince that they brought down. They brought the baby down. So anyway. Baby. First of all, where is my shit? Baby, that goddamn cat. That goddamn cat. Also, their weight, his weight, her weight in, And then, but before she got in, the dude and his wife said they had to put her out. They had to put her out. They said because they call her crybaby. That's her name. They call her crybaby. Well, I tried, when I gave her, she was very smart. Very smart. When I gave her Dior, she took to that. So now I try to see if she really, they know their names now, but if I want to make sure that she don't answer to no goddamn crybaby. Maybe she know when the shifts change, there's a new, regime. I think she has asthma, some kind of breathing thing. So we'll have to find time to get her together. But yeah, so she brought up, so I was like, we don't do that, whatever. And then I said, I'm with everybody. And I said, we got, and the police said, you already have two. I'm like, no, my daughter has two. Some kind of way, when she moved out, the dog, the cat that she brought me to replace Smokey when he died, she said she brought that one for me. Now the story changed when she took the goddamn cat. Cause I hadn't got attached to Haji. Shit. So, so that happened, right? And then, well, anyway, so, I got everybody's, um, we're gonna say, yeah, that's how we were taught, yeah, da, 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 da. And the policeman, he's like, he never did come back with an answer. So I took that as yes, and guess what? It's my shit. I appreciate all you've done, but all of it's my shit. Yeah. hmm So that's that, right? That's a wrap. So, so I got her in here, and when I tell you, she act like a whole new different person. She's still affectionate, a little bit too much affection for me. But her motherfucking ass is, I mean, she be wanting to be bothered with you when you don't want to be bothered. Okay. And I don't know if I should tell y'all this. I don't care, fuck it. So, I'll tell you about my cousin, right? My cousin was okay to bring his stuff here. And his wife, and she was looking for a job here, and he said that he has a job here in construction. He said it was an offer to come back home, so he said he was going to take it. And so I tell you, the policeman, he be skeptical. Is that right? Skeptical at all? I don't know. I don't to that damn medicine shit. But anyway, he, the ones that's not quite doing the right thing, or in his eyes doing the right thing, he really don't like them over, or like them, or like me going over there. I'm like, what kind of motherfucking military shit going on in my shit? I don't get it. I had it before you got here, and I'm gonna have it after you get here, after you go, or you buy it. So what's going on? So he was like, okay, well, I guess and so the decision was that him and her to move in, put their stuff in, whatever, and would kind of be by themselves. That got changed quick. He said, no, we all gonna move over there. I was like, what? Hey, yeah, we all gonna move over there. I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy, right? I'm like, oh, shit. He said that way, something go down, I'll be on scene, and I also, have my shit, because that nigga can shoot. He can shoot, baby. So that's how we all motherfucker. Everybody got their own place to sleep. But I'm just saying, I don't like being packed up and shit like this and all this stuff. So anyway, see what happened. So my cousin got the feeling that the Popo didn't want him around. Cause he already heard the stories about he was never quiet. Like he said, no, my obligation and my protection is for her and her daughter and her property. He don't want no foolishness going on over there or over here. So my cousin kind of, felt the cold shoulder. He tried to bond with him a little bit. That wasn't working or whatever. So he said that, so my cousin came and said, hey, talk I think you down, my cousin name. I talked to him and he said that, I can stay with them. And, I'll be working just so many hours anyway on this new construction and shit. So, I just need some time, come over and get some clothes, whatever. He said, but I don't, I know how he feel, and I don't want to disturb y'all peace, and y'all be wondering what. So the other cousin he spoke to is also like him, but on a different color. So, but they, shit, what we gonna do? Hell, so he's still over here, so she stays here, and he also, how they be saying, you don't bring that kind of stuff home to where your family lay to whatever. I was like, okay. And so, she got rearranged. Yeah, I just told her that she can have my bedroom, right? Because she got a lot of shit. See, we ain't got too much over here. We got bags and shit like that. So, so she got a lot of shit right here. So you can take my bedroom. But I still, I still pay a reason to put them in a smaller room, but they had their own bathroom. And my daughter's so sweet that the room she took doesn't have a bathroom, but that it got that whole, bathroom, and the police got a bathroom. So, and if my daughter said she needed a room with her, because I asked her, I would have taken her the room she had, but it has her stuff in there, some of her stuff in there anyway. So, but yeah, it's crazy though. But what can you say? Let's see if I can show you all these damn bags. Oh, Shiny, I adore it. I might post a picture up on the wall. But anyway, it's a lot of red items. these motherfuckers ain't new to it, they true to it. Huh? What the hell? Huh? Oh, I know something else I'm gonna touch on. So, I heard, dang, and I thought he was talking about maybe a dress he wore, and it wasn't a dress, but, you know, some people around here say he was wearing a dress, or, you know, whatever kind of outfit he was on with Messi Michael. So he went in to talk about the Pastor Jamal's wife's dress. Now, let me tell you this up front. So you won't think some people don't know how to compromise with their own beliefs. You know, some people just don't know how to do that. But anyway, he said that, you know, that's not, he pretty much said that's not a, you know, appropriate dress for church, especially, he said for church. Well, and I'll add my piece in afterwards. And, you know, everybody was online talking about it. I ain't know nothing about it. 'Cause I don't be online. I be working. So, so he don't believe that's a appropriate dress also for a first lady of the church. Now, let me insert my part how I feel. I know you don't supposed to wear nothing like that to no church. And definitely if you are the first lady. And you may not believe it, but I'm only going two ways. Completely nude or with my ass covered. I don't step out that door and my ass is not covered. Now, unless we going, you know, to the beach or something like that, you know, shit might get a little different. But I'm talking about that woman had that dress on with all her pieces exposed, right? And I understand dresses, cocktail, whatever kind of dress you want to put on to accentuate your oh shit, I dozed off on y'all here. You can you don't want to show your form, your figure, whatever. And they say she had work done. And so if you want to, show all of that off, I get it. And she must have went to a real good BBL person, because I can't even tell she had a BBL. She just looked like she had a nice shape. I hate them BBLs where it look like a person, it has a wisdom tooth shape, or the ones where you can clearly tell that it's a BBL going on. That's some bullshit there. I hate that shit. But I don't know how you can wake up or whatever they do and not. I don't see how you can. I'm sorry. Before you go down or however they do it, you can't. You don't tell the man that you don't want exactly what you want. I don't understand that. Like, and who wants to walk around like they got a wisdom tooth in the back of their ass? What? And then you got some, and that's the one. Most of the ones that sit real low or sit low, they got a wisdom tooth on the back of their ass. Well, that lady worked, whatever work she had, she looked good, honey. But anyway, listen. So there's no way. I'm not even buying that to go out nowhere. Now, again, I guess maybe Florida's kind of different. We was told this is something else I was born into. It may not seem like I was born into a church, but I was. We had several affiliations with churches, right? And I can understand why all of us, the close ones, we were, our main churches were all different. My mom and my uncle went to the church. I don't know that Popeyes, that McDonald's is still over there off of, by the goddamn hospital, Pope People Hospital. But the hospital is down there, Jack's, I don't know the name of the damn hospital. It used to be called University Hospital. And to be, just to be funny, it was associated with that UF College of Dentistry that I was working to, right? My internship. Well, an internship that turned to a job. But anyway, so one of the dental teachers, she was over us then, so we, and I don't know how they arranged this, but because sometimes she'll teach classes, other times, it'd be my teacher and Miss, what's her name? That bust us for smoking weed. Hey, we was smoking weed by the hidden FBI building. Now you can always tell a hidden government building. You can always tell. Well, I can. I was like, and we was parked. I was like, oh my God, because the school was off the highway, and so it had some lift to it, and then the little Popo office, it was right on the side. You can walk there, but you have to jump over on one of those guardrails. But anyway, we got busted. It was so funny. She didn't see us. She realized that everything was funny. When we was coming in, we laughed so goddamn hard. We were laughing at all kind of shit. And baby boy took the case down. I told you, I ain't never been able to handle no substances. Well, it took the case down. This is my friend Leslie from Fernandina. This was the weed she had them bought in. And it's so funny, like, every time I meet somebody, we know somebody in common, and we didn't even meet through them. That's so crazy, because I knew Leslie, and she also knew this girl who I would come to work with later on when I started the corporate stuff, right? Later on, she told me, y'all know Leslie. They twins. Well, yeah, and they from Fernandina. Well, y'all know Leslie. What? But Fernandina don't like black people. And Leslie had me all in all. Her boyfriend was prejudiced. He told her he didn't want no niggas in the car. And she done brought me home to meet her parents and have dinner with them and stuff like that. It was crazy. I didn't know how to drive. I told you I didn't learn how to drive until I was 19. So, baby, that she was in the car with us the day before, and that's when we determined who all did what in the class. I just found it was so funny. We sitting up there in nursing uniforms, pretty much. There was dental assistant, but when we put that little hat on, we look like a nurse. Child, and all them white faces and prim and proper, whatever. Child, honey, that's somebody giving you the rules. Don't go out there and act like you crazy and wacky and shit in public. Like what? Talking loud and shit. Keep talking and talking and talking. Be quiet. God damn. So we found out, we went on break and we found out what everybody was smoking and whatever everybody was doing. And then this one Mary, baby, Mary told me, talking about, no, I don't mess with that stuff y'all be doing. She talking about, if she do anything, she gonna do a speedball. Now, I ain't know no damn speedball was, but of course someone black in the group told me. So she didn't go to the car with us. So it was me and, what is that girl name that drove? I forgot. Leslie, and somebody else. But I think it was 5 of us in that car. And so they started pulling out the weed, right, in the bags. They had bags, like Ziploc bags. And so Leslie said, this what y'all smoking? We said, yeah, Tommy. She said, don't worry about it. I can bring some every day if I wanted to, if y'all need me to. She said, don't worry about it. I got it. She said, because this right here ain't nothing. And I had a little buzz. But she was right. Her weed was better. Because, baby, her boyfriend grew weed and shit. So he held, and man, he used to do her so goddamn wrong. He used to beat her and shit. I was like, I hope that she is not with that guy anymore. I hope she's not. And matter of fact, I'm gonna try to look for her. But that was my girl. White girl. And the first person she took to was me. Because it seemed like, I kind of act like them, the white folks. But we better go smoke this weed. Baby, we sat up there and got high. We get high going home. And her and I, right? One day, and that's when I was living in the hood. One day, that girl dropped me off. Why did she drive behind the apartments on the grass instead of the damn taking the road that we done took many a days, and she done took by herself to come pick me up? Girl, when I tell you, I'm like, bitch, you behind the apartments on the grass. We laughed so hard, honey, I didn't know what to do. When I tell you, she would see me, and we just started looking at each other and just laughing about whatever. Or we over there fucking up something that dental lab. Girl, and then our teacher, what that damn lady name? That teacher for that half of the study, and they gave us our assignments to work an intern or whatever. Oh my God, I can't think of her little motherfucking name, but she didn't want the blacks and the whites together anyway. She thought that the white people in there was tutti frutti. I mean, don't cause no problem. We're, educated white kids, right? Girl, she seen us mingling. She was like, you could tell the difference, and it looked like she always be trying to look for something to take off. But you can't hardly get me caught up like that. You got other black girls caught up like that, but you ain't getting me. I'm right up there with the motherfuckers. And I won the most improved student for that them 2 years. Yeah. They like you to graduate with at a high percentage rate. Therefore, because like that's what it was traditionally back then. You graduate, you got high remarks, high scores, and ACT, SAT, good, whatever. You get a pick of wherever you want to work and all of that, right? Them people, that's when they was really studying that. But as you see, times are changing. And so we oh Lord, so that one day, so the next day when she brought that weed, after we was in the car smoking the Babbage, she brought that motherfucking weed the next day. We went out there in that car and smoked that shit. We was giggling by ourselves, to ourselves, walking together, going into the building. Now Mary been a whatever 8-ball person or whatever you call them type of people. When we walked past her, she already knew. And she started laughing. Mary was white. Mary was good people. She smoked that goddamn cigarette, baby, before I came scared of them cigarettes. She was smoking them cigarettes. No, get out. No. Don't go back there. So anyway, she when we walked into the classroom. She had already told us to get it's Miss Grady. Now wait a minute, it was Miss Grady, the good one I had. No, or the mean one. This bitch I'm talking about. But anyway, Miss Grady said before we left to take a lunch break, get your calculators when we come back, because now we're doing learning front office. So, that's what, and for you people that's in America, that's what we was learning, the usual and customary and all of that. So, anyway, baby, I went to get my calculator. And I turned around and bumped into one of them pillars that hold the building, up or whatever. Honey, baby, they fell out in that class because we was high as hell. Okay? we was high as hell, baby. And so when I got my calculator and sat down, I think it was Miss Grady. I had a teacher named Miss Grady. Somewhere in these 5,000, 6,000 classes I've taken, somebody named Miss Grady. But anyway, we was sitting down and she said, I don't know what you ladies do on break, but it's blah, blah, blah. And then we done got mad now. What you mean? What you, that's all you heard hollering at the teacher. What you mean? What you mean? I mean, I don't know what y'all be doing. Oh, you trying to say we out there snorting cocaine? Baby, we was mad as hell. Because, listen, get it right, bitch. We out there smoking weed. Because when you say you don't know what we do, I'm taking it like, I'm the first came out. Well, what you mean? What you mean? Baby. Like, don't play with me later. That thing was so goddamn funny. I was underage and every goddamn thing. I'm dual enrolled. Baby, and she didn't expect me to do well or whatever. Although I was killing every test, all type of shit. My scores kept, so when my scores stayed between 99 and 100, and then sometimes 105 and whatever, because they give you, she couldn't do nothing with me. She couldn't, because now, that part of the school also looks at, don't take over for looks at. So yeah, I got most goddamn approved, most improved. I didn't know I was gonna get that. I'm trying to see improved how? From B's to A's? That's what you're talking about? Oh, okay. So that shit there was funny. And I done lost all those pictures of us in those classes. Anywho, let me go finish looking at this shit. They got Mar-a-Lago in here. I want to find out about this Mar-a-Lago membership, honey.